what opening you're trying to play? Pawns are meant to grab space in the center during... You're controlling a lot of squares with that bishop. Nice job. You're ready to castle when the time is right. I would like to see you playing more actively with your pieces in the opening. That move creates an isolated pawn, which may become a target for my pieces. I capture back. One thing to practice. Before you make your move, stop and figure out my best reply. Control of the center is like control... Alright, a solid opening move. I approve. My knight takes a commanding position. I see what you're up to, I think. Protecting my rook? Excellent move. You'll come up on top after the dust settles. A fork attacks multiple pieces at once. Right you are. You got me, nice fork. Sometimes losing a piece means winning something even stronger. Look, yes, I should have been more careful with my rook. Well done taking advantage. My move comes with a big threat. Be careful. You blocked my attack on your rook. Good. I need to make this move first in order to develop my bishop. How should I respond to your threat? You castle to the queenside. Fun. I'm developing my bishop and fighting for center control. My pawn was free for the taking. Well done. I'm making my piece more active. Good job, you avoided my threat. What to do about these pawns? I moved my bishop to a more active square, giving it more scope. That's a great trade to make when you're winning. Of course, I must take back. Remember, patience is a superpower in chess. Makes sense, solid capture. And of course I take back. You checked me. Time to shield my king from your queen. Careful, I see a chance to take your undefended queen. Okay, play on. And now my bishop is stuck protecting the king. You've got a battle ahead. Let's see how much pressure you can keep up. Be confident in yourself. Play active moves, keep fighting. That bishop can't move, so you attack it, of course. Remember the relative values of the pieces. I love it. That's right. Great job spotting that capture. How dare you threaten my king? What are you up to? Of course, you take back. How can you put even more pressure on my piece? That works also. Bingo, nice capture. You're playing some good attacking moves. How will I deal with this check? I'm running out of options. You forked me. Nicely spotted. I'm sorry, were you threatening me? Don't forget, you can always ask for a hint if you are in doubt. Pause for a moment. Is there something wrong with one of my pieces? I like seeing you creating threats. Keep it up. Check. What can you do? Only one option there. There are a few fun points in this game we can go over during game review. You checked me. How will I deal with this check? My king dances out of the way. Forcing my king to move? How rude. My king must move out of check. You're very dangerous with your rooks. I should be more careful. Check. You shield your king from my rook. Well played. Take note of how I use my rook. Taking the attacker, I see. You checked me. It's clearly time for my king to move. Check. Moving your king to safety as you must. Check. Sometimes you have to move your king, and this is one of those times. Check. As expected, you're moving your king out of the line of fire. Stepping out of check is your best choice here. You found it. Moving your king to safety as you must. Before you move, look for a few decent options and then try to pick the best one. Check. Sometimes you have to move your king, and this is one of those times. How will I deal with this check? My king dances out of the way. Kings can move one square at a time. Please demonstrate. Great. As expected, you're moving your king out of the line of fire. It's time for evasive maneuvers. Perfect. Moving your king to safety as you must. When material is equal, you must think about activity and the initiative. You checked me. My king must move out of check. How will I deal with this check? It's clearly time for my king to move. Check. Sometimes you have to move your king, and this is one of those times. You do a good job of attacking and creating threats. I'm moving out of danger. Check. Chess is a great way to wind down after a long day. Advancing the pawn like this is the right way to increase its power. Your king seeks a safer square. You got it. As expected, you're moving your king out of the line of fire. Good move. One step closer to promotion. Check. You shield your king from my queen. Well played. Your king needs to get out of there. Check. Moving your king to safety as you must. Check. Sometimes you have to move your king, and this is one of those times. You can say check out loud if you want, I don't mind. My king dances out of the way. You checked me. My king must move out of check. How will I deal with this check? It's clearly time for my king to move. Look closely. This fork will cost you if you let me play it. Want to see if you can avoid it? All right, let's continue. As expected, you're moving your king out of the line of fire. Your rook was free for the taking. That pawn is steadily gaining strength as it moves closer to queening. You're in a tough spot. Stay in the fight. I see a promotion in the near future. Check. Moving your king to safety as you must. Check. Only one option there. A free pawn. I'll take it. Did you also watch the show Queen's Gambit? I loved it. Your pawn was free for the taking. Sometimes you have to move your king, and this is one of those times. Check. Your pawn is making me sweat. I'm pushing towards checkmate. I'm attacking multiple pieces at once. As expected, you're moving your king out of the line of fire. Check. Moving your king to safety as you must. I have a threat here. You saw the threat. Good board awareness. That pawn's got ambitions. I like the way you're thinking. Check. Sometimes you have to move your king, and this is one of those times. Your pawn is marching with purpose. I'm attacking multiple pieces at once. By the way, puzzles are a great way to train your pattern recognition. Take a look. I can now take your undefended rook. Okay, play on. Let me see if I can stop you from promoting your pawn. Now you have a new bishop to play with. Undefended pieces are hard to resist. Check. You have played some good moves so far. Keep fighting, and I'm closing in. As expected, you're moving your king out of the line of fire. Continuing my checkmate threat. I think I can see a way to checkmate you now. You only had one option there. Looks like I can still force checkmate if I... What can you do? Only one option there. I'm pushing towards checkmate. By the way, if you play every day, you'll start to notice things you didn't notice before. That's checkmate. Thanks for the game. Now let's review it. Getting ready for a pawn push in the center. A clever idea. Someone's been studying their openings. Keep it up. Developing your knight and challenging the center. Good. Sure. Now you can castle when the time is right. This helps support a future pawn move in the center of the... Your army's starting to come alive. Keep it up. I'm developing my bishop. I would like to see you playing more actively with your pieces in the opening. If I can grab space in the center, I usually do. If you keep playing, you'll start to see patterns and themes in your own games. You're building towards something in the center. That shows good patience and forward thinking. Knights on the rim are usually grim. Avoiding the trade is a fun choice. What to do? When my pieces work together, they're even stronger. Finding the right pawn break at the right time. Well done. Do you see an exchange that you can make? That works also. Good job, you avoided my threat. You're doing a good job of creating threats. I'm moving out of danger. Your pieces are set up nicely. Keep going. You may have an opportunity here. Do you see it? You have good activity in this position. I like your chances. Find a way to defend your knight. As a favor, I would appreciate it if your knight stopped taking my pieces. I capture back. Fireworks. Recapturing without delay. Of course, I must take back. Careful, your bishop is undefended. A free bishop, I'll take it. Thwack. I capture back. The more squares a piece sees, the more dangerous it is. I don't want my knight just sitting around. Creating flight squares is a smart, forward-thinking way of making sure your king is safe. I approve. My king has nowhere to go. Should he be worried? This is a logical way to get out of your threat. My knight is starting to wonder about you. Does your king feel safe now? Of course, you take back. I have a threat here. You captured my vulnerable knight. Well done. Recapturing. I attack. You defend. Good. My knight takes a commanding position. You checked me. Look for the threat. There's a way to dodge it. I underestimated how well you'd use your queen. Check. I love playing chess. It's a great way to relax. I think I can force a checkmate here. As expected, you're moving your king out of the line of fire. I won this time. Care to review our game?